Men don't make an effort to look good. We don't work out. We don't make an effort to...
Sorry. Haminates.
Hold up, bro. Hold up. Yo, what's up, guys? It's your boy, Smooth Chocolate. And Sweet Caramel.
Back again with another segment of what you guys love.
Yeah, our reaction videos. Let's go. I love reaction videos as well.
I love reaction videos.
I don't
Less
know.
efforts on our part, but more efforts in editing. No worries.
Yo, but I don't know if I have enough to react on, because sometimes we're just so standard. So like even today's video, I don't know what it's about. We just like literally chose this.
Yeah, literally we have a list on the watch later. You know the watch later list, the list you use to put things that you're gonna watch later, and
You never really get to.
you never really get to. You're on 192 videos. It's just like, hey, okay, sweet. So yeah, we're gonna jump into this one today. You ready, mate?
Cool.
Right here.
Are we doing that one?
We're doing. May as well do it.
Yeah. Okay.
Jumping in.
Wait for the ad.
Guys, support us so we can pay for YouTube Premium.
Nah, even if you support us, we won't pay for
I'm
YouTube.
okay with YouTube.
Today's topic.
So as you may remember, I came out as last year. And since then, I have been dating women. And what I found very fascinating is that the more I date women, the more I find myself understanding men. Let me explain. Exhibit A. I was on a first date with a girl who asked me out, by the way, this is relevant, because when the check came, she never once made a move to pay. Not even like the fake, let me reach for my purse move. And though I don't mind paying on a date, part of me felt like, the offer would have been nice. I was also a little taken aback that she didn't even say thank you. And I never heard from her again. It really made me feel like she just asked me out so she could have a free dinner. And the moment I thought that, I was like, oh my God, I sound like all of my guy friends right now. And my argument against why guys should pay for dates has always been like, look, girls take hours to get ready. Our investment is looking really nice for you. Makeup, clothes, that kind of...
No, I'm still pausing because listen, guys, we were recording and then it cut off at this point, right? She's saying ladies take time to get ready.
That's why their date should be paid for. Yeah.
This man takes time to get ready.
No one's paying for my dates. No one's paid for my dates, fam. I take my time.
That's my thing.
Look fresh.
So
For you guys.
that excuse is not valid. But anyway, but she's starting to understand. She's starting to relate to us. So let me actually reserve a lot of comments because she's understanding how it is. So yeah, let's do it.
That costs money too. But we were both girls in this situation. We both took hours to get ready, so I definitely felt slighted.
I didn't ask you to get ready. You get ready because you want to get ready. That's you.
I just think it's interesting. Because you know how they say, like, someone compliments a woman when she's walking down the street? Mm-hmm. And then the guy and the woman gets mad and the guy's, well, like, why do you make yourself look so fancy? Because you wanted compliments, right? And the woman replied, well, I got ready for me. I don't look good for you. I don't want your compliments. And I just think it's interesting now. It's like, I put an effort to look good, but now you got to pay for it.
Why do I have to pay for it? I have to pay for you to look good? You come as you are. That's it. This rhetoric is really weird. That's not an argument. If you look good for you, then we can't take that for accountability.
Yeah, and men don't make an effort to look good. We don't work out. We don't make an effort to...
Sorry. He's obviously not talking about the 1%ers.
No, but like I love how he's being sarcastic here. You know? I don't know.
He's
Why.
probably being sarcastic.
He's probably being so. That's why I find it funny because like,
nah,
nah, men don't work out. Huh? Men don't take time to look good. Hey? Yeah. You think you just get this?
Get him.
You think you just get this?
You know how long it took to get? Mate.
So had to be shipped. Had to be shipped.
Hey.
Do you understand? I had to wait. I had to wait.
Just
buy nice clothes,
No,
shower,
no.
perfume, cologne,
we don't.
all that good stuff.
We don't shop for clothes.
No. We're just like, we just came out the cave and we showed up and we beat the table and we're like, give us some poom poom.
Straight up from the basketball practice, straight to the date.
And because that's why you guys deserve to not have to pay on dates.
Again, it really just sounds like picking and choosing what you want to benefit. Like, you know what I mean? And a lot of these, like, I've had a couple of
Man, and it's even needing to restart the engine because it's
Oh man,
no, it's just, but I like that. Men also have to go through that.
especially nowadays. If you actually see how things are, there are a lot more men.
Yeah,
that have
manscaping.
Yeah.
These lines don't just come
Mate.
from the sun, fam. I don't
don't.
just stand here, look up into the sky, boom. No, it doesn't happen like that.
Get the lineup, fam. This is effort. This is time.
It
Appreciate
takes
it.
time to grow these eyebrows.
Hey.
I come from makeup, so I have to take time to grow them. You know. Takes time to get these scars. You know.
Tell them how you got this going.
No. You were there that day.
Story time. Next time, guys. Let's go.
conversation with feminists. They were saying, yeah, this and that. And I'm like, okay, well, if you go on a date, do you pay or you share it? A couple of them were saying they share it. They don't mind. That was the minority. Most of them were like, well, I still enjoy, and I'm like, oh, girl.
What's wrong with selective equality?
Exhibit B. On another date, I went back to a girl's house and I ended up making friends with her cat. That's not a pun. I'm talking about her literal, actual animal. And she said, wow, my cat never likes anyone. I better go out and buy a wedding dress.
Yo, hey man, if you ever want to switch sides, so she said she's bi, right?
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know, I just love the cat pun.
And again, I felt like I got some serious perspective. I have been guilty of making these kinds of jokes on dates with men. I never really thought anything of it. I was just being silly. But then when I was on the receiving end of it, I suddenly understood the panic.
It was just a joke.
It is, but it's not. Sometimes people reveal what they want to think about you based off little comments that are out of place. If I'm getting along with your cat, you don't come out and be like, you'd make a great husband. You know what I'm saying? It's like sometimes a girl will be like, oh, you can cook, you're going to make a great boyfriend. And it's the first date. And I'm just like, okay. First time is fine. But then when you hear it like 2-3 times afterwards, like, oh, okay, I see where this is going.
like, ooh.
You're trying to implant that idea in my brain so that it stays there. It's interesting that she has to date women to understand this.
And finally, Exhibit C. One girl invited...
Wait, what's worse is when, you meet someone's animal and they're like, oh, they're usually afraid of black people.
I've never had that in my life.
You've never had that in your life. I thought that was...
What I have had is that, like people are usually afraid of my cat or my dog.
Yeah.
That's what I've had.
No,
Yeah,
that's no, but also...
it's really funny.
Sometimes the dog is a little bit racist.
He likes you.
How did your dog get racist? Please tell me. I'm just sitting there.
Oh my word.
The dog licking my hand
You're
like...
living a different life. I don't know this man. We still have so much to catch up on.
invited me back into her house. And her specific words were, do you want to come in and make out? Obviously, I'm like, yeah, you're really pretty. I want to press my face to yours. But then when we got there, we both just sat on the couch and she talked till like 3 a.m. And I was like, yo girl, I gotta wake up at like 6 a.m. I was told there would be kisses here. There are no kisses. And like, look, I don't want to sound like an asshole. Like, I don't mind talking. I love talking. But she could have said, do you want to come in and just talk? And I would have had totally different expectations for the evening. Finally I started...
Pause. Yeah, my guy. I'll let you jump in first, actually.
I don't know, like... First of all, I don't want so much expectation on the first date, so don't be inviting me out to smooch, okay? That's what but I'm coming from my side. Secondly, like, I'd love to come in and chat, like, it's not so bad, like, to get to know a person. That's just me, bro, like, I would never done a lot of it. I'm
Bro,
my soul out here.
we need men like this
Like,
gents
it's-
out here.
It's not...
Unless are you wolves. Sorry, not wolves. Wolves are good. This wolf's good. Unless are you sharks, you hyenas.
I don't know,
Predators.
but I can
No.
also understand someone wanting a clear indication of what, like...
That makes sense.
Because I sometimes I wouldn't really, if someone invited me in and I didn't know what the deal is, I'll be like, I'm out, like I got work to do, you know, that kind of thing. So like, if they told me like, listen, you want to come and chat for a bit, but maybe that's also code word. But then I would literally like be like, all right, cool.
Right, for me, that I've never like, that's straightforward. I've never like, she literally asked like, you want to come in and like make out for a bit. Like that was very straightforward, and she completely misled her. So I'm thinking she's getting to the point where guys have been in interactions where girls have been like, we're gonna do this, get inside, and it's a completely different thing. I've personally never had it. I've had it in the other sense where they're like, you want to come in for tea. You know what I mean? Like tea. And in my head, I'm like, okay, tea. But it's at the same time.
Yeah, and
it's still an underlying message. And they're basically being up to you. Like, they don't want to be too forward. You know what I mean? Yeah. But I still missed the message. 99.9% of the time. Hey, but the 0.1%. Hey, ladies. Hey, I'm here. I'm there. Direct, like deposit.
no.
Tea.
Get
falling asleep, and I was like, hey, I gotta go, and I gave her one kiss and left, and I felt sad that the amount of kisses promised did not equal the amount of kisses delivered, and once again, I felt like a dude who was upset that I did not receive the expected physical kisses I was promised.
You're a Weinstein apologist, and that's it. You're just Weinstein right now. That she can change her mind. She said that at the doorstep, and when she was inside, she felt like talking. Hey, you're just a creep and a bad person, and you should be canceled. Of course, I'm kidding, but that's the shit I hear.
What you said was pretty problematic by your standards. Was it misleading? Yes, but as you know, they can withdraw their consent and their interest and their affection at any point, and that's what it means to...
You ain't got to say about that.
Nope.
Move on.
Nope.
Move the heck on. I felt like a dude. Hey, no, girl. You felt like a girl. Because it's not a dude thing. If I tell you something that is misleading and I change my mind, whether you're a dude or a girl, it's not I felt like a dude. No, you felt like yourself in that position.
But that's the thing. It's not a dude thing. It is not a dude thing, because girls can be in the situation where they like a guy and he'll say like, oh yeah, I'm really enjoying spending my time with you. Until he's not. And that's just a thing, you know. People can change their mind, and you know.
Is that what he was referring to? I thought he was referring to the fact that it's not a dude thing, as in it's not a thing women only do to guys.
It's something that happens to everybody.
It's something that women can do to other women, kind of thing, even if they're just friends, whatever.
Guys can do it. It's a thing happening to you.
Kind of thing.
Yeah, because like someone going hot and cold on you.
Yeah, because her perspective is basically how guys feel dating women. You know, that's basically what her whole thing is about. So from my perspective, right, I feel like she's kind of right. At the same time, Preacher's also right in a sense that girls can also do it to other girls. It's just it seems to be a thing where they can withdraw their interest or change their mind. But I think, like we initially said, the problem is communication. Because at the same time, one girl could have said something and said, yo, it's late, like before it got all the way to 3 a.m.
No, that's the thing,
but she didn't.
Like, if we got, like, as I was saying earlier, someone said, oh, yeah, let's go in for a chat, let's go in for some tea. I don't get that tea or that, I don't get that chat. It's like, yo, I came in because of the tea. I wasn't expecting this, you know, just like, give me my space.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, like, I'm the kind of person that always communicate as much as awkward as it can get.
Just want to Netflix and chill.
Yeah, like literally. Stop with this.
When I say let's Netflix and chill, I mean let's Netflix and chill.
Just want to watch a movie. Like, I don't get to watch movies with a lot of people all the time, so it's nice. Stop trying to turn it into something else. Okay, that's I'm done. I'm done.
Cool. I got you.
That's it. It's not a dude thing. It's not a woman thing. It's people thing.
And I wanted to talk about this because I felt like this has really been expanding my perspective when it comes to dating. I finally understand a lot of the complaints my male friends have about dating that I admit I would usually dismiss. But now I really get it when they say, dating is just so expensive, man.
Sometimes I feel like a girl doesn't even like me for me. She just wants like a boyfriend.
I wish it were more socially expected to go Dutch on the first few dates, but you're like a jerk if you even suggest it. And any experience that expands your compassion and understanding is one that I think is worthy of sharing. So what about you? Have you had any experiences that have shifted your viewpoint dramatically?
Thank you, I guess, because you understand us, but at the same time, you needed absolutely to be in the position to understand when we're asked to not know shit, and we have to understand, or else we're jerks. We have to not be in your space, not be in your position, and we have to understand what's going on. We cannot refute what you're saying ever.
I find that interesting, right?
Yeah.
So I find him correct, but at the same time, I think it's human nature to not fully understand someone's situation until you are exactly in it.
No, that's true.
That's the thing. So I think he's been a bit too harsh on her in that regard, because there's a lot of times guys are in situations where we have no clue about what girls go through unless we go through the same thing, like
That's
being hit on by
true.
another guy.
That's
you know
true.
what I mean? I never knew. Like, you know, but you don't really know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, I hear you. What do you think about the the going Dutch part, like splitting 50-50 on a date?
I think it's just another communication thing again, because a lot of the time some people, it's just the whole expectations thing.
Yeah.
Some people come with expectations, and it's best to be like, okay, but just to be clear, as awkward as it is, it's always awkward. It's always awkward. It always feels funny, and you might feel like you're going to ruin the date, but we just have to learn to get to that point. It's communication. So I'm thinking, can we go 50-50 on this? Should we go 50-50 on this? Or
You see, that's the thing, like with the 50-50 part, like I appreciate so much.
Oh, sorry, pay for what you ordered at least.
Pay for what
that's
you
what I
ordered.
mean.
You know, like I appreciate that so much, because like it's not about me being able to afford to pay for you. It's like we're going together for the first time. People say, "Oh, be the gentleman," but no. Like my thing is, I want to be the ultimate gentleman to the one person for the rest of my life. I don't need to really be a gentleman paying for
Every single date that you go on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And which I don't mind sometimes. Also, even if I take out a friend, I don't mind paying. But it also is nice, the gesture, to be like, "Yo, can we split this?" And that's just where I'm at right now. You know. Yeah, because you might meet with someone and you're not paying to keep someone in your life, but it's the first time meeting them. You don't know how it's gonna go.
You really don't.
Why? It's like an investment.
It's a massive investment, and you don't know if you're going to get the payback. But with the payback not being said, it's not like payback in a physical sense. It's like, am I going to see you again?
Yeah.
Or are you kind
Are
of
we
worth
gonna
my
have a friendship?
time?
Yeah, that kind of
you know
thing.
what I mean?
So, I don't know, people will have a lot to say, but anyway, let's carry on.
But you can't. The only way you were able to understand us was if you were in our shoes. Huh. Well, that's weird. Because when we don't understand something, we just automatically view it as a jerk. You dismiss the point of a man when he was telling you all these things, just opening up to you, and you just decided to dismiss them. But you're able to do that. You are. It's okay if you do it. It's all right if you do it. It's not a problem. And the same thing, like I hear that often. Like sometimes I'm talking with some people, some girls, and whenever I express myself, but I'm trying to have a conversation, because the conversation was really two people talking. It's really like two viewpoints. We don't have to agree, but at least let me just expand on what I'm saying. And I'm expanding on what I'm trying to say, and on my viewpoint. I'm like, oh, boo-hoo, you're just a bait. Dismissal is very quick. I'm being dismissed not by an argument or a counter argument. I'm being dismissed just because I don't agree with you, because you don't see my viewpoint. But I'm asked consistently to just know what you should know, what I'm feeling, because you. But you have to be absolutely in my pants. Everybody got their privilege. Well, guess what? Every other aspect have different privileges. They're not the same. They're not necessarily equal, but everybody got their privileges. Right now, you have the privilege to dismiss people, and it's going to be fine. You're not going to be viewed as a jerk. You're going to be just fine. Oh, I understand that, your viewpoint as women, we're being dismissed for years and years and years and years. But the solution to that is not the opposite. Example, the solution to racism is not more racism. The solution to sexism is not sexism. The solution from you being dismissed is not you dismissing other people. You have to be able to view the other person's perspective and listen to them.
Sympathize.
if you will.
We don't require your empathy. Sympathy is good enough.
Just understand, and it's fine. We working at it, but a lot of you aren't. And so I feel really, I have like mixed feelings about this video because on one side I'm like, yeah, thank you very much for sharing your experience of our experience so more people may listen to you, I guess. But on the other hand, I'm like, you really needed to do that? Thanks, but no thanks? What do you think? Because you're the one dating.
I don't have thoughts on this one. Oddly enough, I just looked at it. I was like, okay.
It's interesting. My thoughts are, you know, you don't have anything.
No, I really don't. I was like sitting back here and I was just listening. And I was like, meh. Yeah.
Fair. My thoughts are the same. Thank you, but okay.
Ladies, if you're going to get ready for you. Don't make us pay. Don't make us accountable. Your grooming has nothing to do with us. That's your responsibility and for you to pay for. All right? Because if I'm paying for this meal because you look good, we're edging towards
sex work. Which is fine.
Just call it that.
Just call it that. And we're going to be on the standard of that. Oh, that's what it is.
Yeah.
I'm paying for that.
Yeah.
I'm not just paying for the meal. I'm paying for your meal just for you to look good. So I paid to have someone that look good. And if it's that, then let it be on the basis of that.
Because that's what escorting is.
Yeah. You don't necessarily...
You pay for the...
Yeah, this is going off on another thing. So, you have any last thoughts?
I don't know, like just on what she said. It's nice for someone